welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I have a great topic for you guys. I'm going to discuss the peptide DSIP. So if you've been struggling with sleep, DSIP might be the peptide that could be a big game changer to your sleep quality. So let's get into this. So what exactly is DSIP and what it stands for? DSIP is the Delta Sleep-Inducing Peptide. This is going to be a natural occurrence in the body, and it plays a key role in promoting deeper sleep. And this is so crucial and so important because the better sleep quality we have, the better recovery, the better overall health we are going to have. So, just to kind of give you guys like a little bit of a guidance on what is a good delta sleep percentage. Well, typically around 15 to 25% is a good range, but let's be honest, like most of us are not hitting that, and this is myself included. So, on average, young adults and especially children are going to be able to hit that range of like 25% of it being delta sleep, but unfortunately for adults, most of that percentage, it's going to naturally decrease as we age, and most of that percentage actually ends up being 5% is what we're hitting as adults for our deep sleep, which is awful. And and I think that's why a lot of people have asked so much, like, what peptides can I take for sleep? What can I take for sleep? And it's something that I think all of us struggle with. So, this isn't going to be the end all be all cure. It's also really important to take in mind, like, what your bedtime routine is. How often are you, like, exposed to blue light from the television, computer screens, your phone before bed? What's your bedtime routine look like? Like, how stressed are you before going to bed? So, let's also keep that in mind while we're talking about just sleep quality, because your bedtime routine and your nightly habits could also be affecting it. But let's just say you are doing all the things that you can in your routine to help you have a better and easier time to fall asleep. So whether you're reading, you're not being exposed to the blue light, you're eating healthy, you're not eating past a certain time frame, you're not eating sugar before bed, and you're still not hitting that sleep quality, DSIP might be a great peptide to try. So let's kind of get a little bit more into this. So DSIP has the ability to regulate your sleep by interacting with your brain's neurotransmitters. And this is going to be key because it's going to be different. It's going to be different from taking a sedative. So it's not like taking a sedative. So I don't want you to think that at all whatsoever, but think of it as rather a way to support the body's natural entering into deep sleep. And that is going to be your more restorative phase. Now, with that, like this is going to play a crucial role in your overall health. The more sleep quality and better deep sleep we get, we're going to be able to recover from any form of exercising. We're going to be able to get better energy in the morning, to be more motivated. Overall, too, it's also going to help with stress. So, things that um, you're going to be able to understand what's happening when you're hitting those deeper sleeps is that you're going to notice that like tissue and muscle repair that happens during your deep sleep cycle. So muscle repair happens, your immune function happens, and that is going to help with like your cognitive function too and memory. So all of these things play a very big role when we're sleeping and what happens with the body during that deep sleep phase. And when we're not hitting enough percentage spent in that deep realm cycle, this is where we notice that like, we don't recover as quick, our immune system goes down, and we have a lot more brain fog. So that is why like spending enough time in that deep realm is so important. So some of the other things that DSIP is going to help with, it's going to help with reducing how much you're waking up in the evening. So if you're somebody like me who wakes up a lot in the evening, this is going to be extremely beneficial because it's going to help you stay asleep and you don't have to wake up as frequently. Now, it's not going to be, again, like taking a sedative or taking a melatonin or anything like that, where you're so knocked out that like you're just a complete zombie. Um, it's not gonna be the case. It is just gonna help you stay asleep longer. So that's a really great benefit. And I'll say with this too is that like DSEP isn't necessarily going to make you feel sleepy. At least with my experiences, I did not feel like, okay, I'm super sleepy. Um, falling asleep, like it doesn't really help you fall asleep. It's just when you fall, it's more so it plays a role like once you are asleep and you are in bed, you are asleep, it helps you just stay in that deep realm cycle. So don't want you to take this and like be discouraged that like, oh, you took it and it's not making me feel sleepy, it's not working. That's not this purpose. So another great benefit that DSIP is going to play is going to help with hormone balance. So a lot of times when we're sleeping, especially in the deep realm, that is where a lot of hormone balance comes from. And that is where your body is in the best optimal time to help with growth hormone production. And growth hormone is so important for us. And especially as we age, we lose our body's natural growth hormone. It's also going to help with your cortisol levels, and that is going to be huge. Um, Especially if you're somebody that has a lot of stress and anxiety and worries, like your cortisol levels is going to play a big role in that. And DSEP is going to help by enhancing and maintaining those hormone levels. You're going to be able to have a healthier lifestyle during your wake hours. So, by having a better sleep quality, your awake hours spent, your time awake is going to be so much more improved. So, just want to give you guys a kind of like feedback of my experience with taking DSEP and why I started taking it. Just, not only just because I love trying and experimenting with peptides, but for me, I was struggling really hard staying asleep. Falling asleep was always super easy for me. And for me, I was struggling with staying asleep and I was struggling with this more, especially like when we were traveling a lot in the past and we were changing time zones and coming back and just overall like life changes happening. I was like waking up like at least 3 to 4 times during the evenings and I was doing all of my bedtime routine. My bedtime routine basically consists of I journal before bed. I make sure I stop eating a certain time frame before going to sleep. I don't drink a ton of caffeine. I maybe drink like one caffeinated drink a day in the morning. So that wasn't playing a role. Um, and then, I make sure like I do like a very thorough skincare routine because that's also going to help relax me. And then I typically, you know, when I go to bed, I like to read some type of fiction. Personally, like it just depends on my mood, but typically I'm going to read something a little bit more uplifting. I have found that if I read anything a little bit too mystery, like it's got to kind of be like a little bit more happy and lighter hearted for me to be able to fall asleep before reading that. I love a good mystery thriller, but not the best for me with optimizing my sleep. Another thing for me, I'm a very vivid dreamer, so I can remember my dreams very easily, and I have very vivid dreams. And one of the things, wouldn't say I have nightmares, but sometimes they are there, and I wanted to see too if DSEP would help with with vivid dreams and whatnot. And basically for me, like it didn't affect my dreams. Now, when I've been using this, I haven't noticed necessarily anything like I didn't really have any like night terrors or anything like that. But I still was able to dream because I didn't want to really necessarily take away that factor because I do like dream study. That's kind of more like more the woo-woo side of me that enjoys that, and more the spiritual side of me that enjoys that. So that personally, it did not affect my dreams at all whatsoever. But what helped me is that I didn't wake up so much throughout the night. And for me, like I would wake up about 3 to 4 times, and I could look at the clock and it would be like the same time on my hatch alarm that I have. And um that's also another really great product if you guys don't have is a sunrise alarm clock for your room. Um, that's a really great little unnoted side tip in there that I just wanted to share with you guys really quick. But also too, I don't sleep with my phone in the bedroom. I have changed that. That is something that I've changed in my bedtime routine. And that's made a huge difference in not having my phone in the bedroom near me when I sleep. Um, but anyways, getting back on topic, I noticed that like again, I didn't wake up as frequently. I still would wake up, especially like if I had to use the bathroom. I definitely wake up, but like I would wake up only once, and that was amazing. Waking up once versus waking up 4 times, like that was a huge game changer. And I felt like I definitely got more deeper sleep. Now, to be honest, with you guys, like when I first started using this peptide, I did feel like because I was getting such deeper sleep, I did feel like I was a little bit slower to get up in the morning, but it wasn't super harsh like how it has been in the past when I've taken any kind of sleep sedative or like melatonin or GABA or any kind of like sleeping blends that I've tried in the past. This didn't quite feel like that. Like I don't know if you guys do get the melatonin groggy feeling the next morning, like you know exactly what I'm talking about. I definitely didn't feel like that, but I did kind of feel like Mm, like I could lay here for a few more extra minutes. But then once I got up, like I actually had a lot of energy. It just made it a little bit more the first like I would say the first like 2 times using it was like that. After the second usage, um I didn't notice that effect as much. So, that was my experience with it. It has really been a game changer, for me, and just for my sleep quality. Again, like I didn't really get any harsh side effects. But yeah, that's what I did. So, what I would recommend for dosing to start off with using this peptide is I would start off with a dose around 100 micrograms, and I would take this anywhere between an hour to 3 hours before bed. And I would also wait at least 60 to 90 minutes. 90 minutes is like optimal. If you can wait 90 minutes to take this after you've eaten, is going to be great. I just feel like the peptide is able to absorb into the body better that way. And you don't have to worry about like metabolisms and everything affecting that. So that is what I would take 100 micrograms, and I take that for 5 days with a 2 days off a week. So 5 days a week, off 2 days. And then I would take that honestly for an 8 week cycle. And with this peptide, what I have been experiencing with it is that because I am close to the end of my cycle, I'm getting ready to cycle off of it in about a week and a half. What I have been doing is that I've actually started off taking it for 5 days in a row, and now I'm actually taking down my days where I'm actually taking it every other day for 5 days. So I'm only taking it 3 times a week. Um, and then basically, I'm going to kind of keep cutting down my days as I'm getting closer towards the ending of my cycle. So like I said, I think I have about like a week and a half left on it. So that was my experience with it. So another great thing, if you were wanting to stack another peptide along with DSIP, a great peptide to stack with this is going to be ipamorelin or ipamorelin and CJC blend. I never take CJC by itself, but I do like it in the blended form with ipamorelin because that is also just going to help promote like deeper sleep too. And because DSIP is going to help you with reaching your deeper sleep and your delta sleep areas, that is when your growth hormone production is going to be at its peak. So, with taking the ipamorelin and CJC blend, that is just going to help your body produce more growth hormone, more of its natural growth hormone. So, that is a great peptide you can pair with it. And for me, ipamorelin does make me very relaxed at night, and it is kind of like a really good, like one of my favorite peptides I look forward to taking during my bedtime routine. So, but if you do not have to use ipamorelin with DSIP in order for it to work, you can use DSIP completely on its own. That would just be another little bonus peptide if you want to add in there just to help with your sleep quality. So, hopefully you guys enjoy that. That kind of wraps it up. This is definitely been a great peptide to add to my bedtime routine and to add to my sleep improvement. So it's a great alternative way to kind of help if you're looking for a tool to help improve your sleep at a natural quality and enhance your deeper sleep and just to reduce, you know, the nighttime awakenings and just overall to also just help promote your hormone balance. And it's going to just help with growth hormone, and like growth hormone is so important and it's such a big a really important thing to take into consideration with your health, especially as we age. So, yeah, I definitely think if you're struggling with sleep, definitely give DSIP a try. Now, if you have tried this, I would love to hear your experience with DSIP in the comments because this is a peptide I don't hear a lot of people talk about they've had experience with. But if you had experience with it, if it helped you, whether it didn't help you, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So I would love that. So as always, guys, also please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That way, you have more insights on how to optimize your health with peptides, hormones, and all of my biohacking tips that I like to try. And then, as always, don't forget in the description box below is my link entry, and that is where you can find where I buy all of my peptides. So if you want to buy your peptides where I get mine from, that link is in the link in description. There's also discount codes in there. That way you guys can save a little extra money on your peptides, especially if you're like me and you're always stacking and trying different things. Like it's always nice to have a discount. So that is in there. And also in the link tree, that is where you can find the women's peptide cheat sheet. So that way, if you want to incorporate DSIP or any other peptides into your peptide rotation, you know exactly how to reconstitute that peptide, and when to take it, and how to cycle it. So that is in the description too, in the link tree for the peptide cheat sheet. Also, then that description in that link tree part as well, you can find my website, how to book a consultation call with me, how to book a peptide plan with me. I am accepting a few new full coaching clients, but I am getting ready to probably close the door on that. So if you are interested in full on coaching, now would be the time to jump on board with that because that door is about to close very soon on how many more clients I'm going to be taking on for full on coaching. And then, as always, the women's peptide course is linked in there as well. And that is a self-paced online peptide course that I did, and that is going to help any woman who is wanting to understand peptides and learn peptides on their own and feel more confident in selecting what peptides are right for you. That is a great course to go and check out. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the liking, comments, and subscribing. It has been awesome seeing this channel go and I grow. And I'm really excited because this video has come out and I have reached 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So I cannot thank you guys enough. I appreciate all the love and support. And it just absolutely means the world to me. And it keeps me motivating to keep making these videos for you guys because that is my passion, is to help get as much helpful information out there for women to help them live the most like optimal, healthiest lifestyle that they can. So thank you guys so much. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.